How can the human body survive situations that seem completely impossible? Whether it's enduring the extreme cold of a frozen mountain, surviving days without water in the desert, or walking away from accidents that defy logic, the body and mind possess extraordinary adaptive powers. But what's really happening inside us in those moments? How do biology and instinct work together to keep us alive? In this video, we'll explore the secrets behind human survival. You'll learn how the heart withstands a lack of oxygen, how the brain remains calm under extreme pressure, and the crucial role instincts play in life-or-death situations. We'll also revisit real-life stories of people who beat the odds, showcasing the incredible resilience of the human body. Get ready to discover the limits and the triumphs of this perfect machine we call the human body. Some of these revelations might forever change how you see your own strength and ability to endure. Let's get started. How the body enters survival mode in extreme temperatures. The human body is a fascinating and highly adaptable machine, especially when faced with extreme temperatures. In freezing conditions, it activates a mechanism called thermoregulation to preserve heat in vital organs. This happens through vasoconstriction, where blood flow to extremities like hands and feet is reduced, concentrating warmth in the heart, brain, and lungs. That's why, in extremely cold environments, your fingers and toes feel icy long before the rest of your body. In extreme heat, the body relies on the opposite system to stay safe: sweating. As sweat evaporates, it cools the skin, helping to regulate internal temperature. At the same time, blood vessels near the skin surface dilate to release heat. This system is so efficient that, under normal conditions, we can maintain a stable body temperature even in very hot environments. However, in extreme cases, like the scorching heat of a desert, excessive water and salt loss can lead to severe dehydration. One incredible case of survival in the cold is that of Anna Begenholm, a Swedish woman who was trapped under a layer of ice for over an hour in sub-zero temperatures. Her body entered a state of deep hypothermia, drastically slowing her metabolism and oxygen consumption. This suspended mode prevented significant damage to her brain and heart, ultimately saving her life. Stories like this demonstrate the body's almost unbelievable ability to protect itself in dire situations. On the opposite extreme, there are accounts of people surviving for days in deserts without water. In intense heat, the body reduces sweating and slows down metabolism to conserve energy and fluids. Some survivors have resorted to drinking small amounts of urine or extracting water from plants to stay alive. While these measures may sound desperate, they highlight how the body and mind work together to endure the impossible. In both extremes, the brain plays a critical role. It constantly monitors internal temperature and sends signals to adjust the body's functions. In the cold, it can trigger involuntary muscle shivering to generate heat. In the heat, it ramps up sweat production to cool the body. These automatic responses can mean the difference between life and death in extreme environments. Despite the body's incredible adaptability, there are limits. Core body temperatures below 82 degrees Fahrenheit or above 106 degrees Fahrenheit can be fatal, as the body loses its ability to regulate vital functions. Yet, survival stories show that even at these extremes, human biology can perform astonishing feats. But how does the brain maintain composure during such intense situations? That leads us to the next survival mystery: how the brain stays calm in life-threatening situations. The brain is a powerful ally in extreme situations, especially when survival is at stake. In moments of danger, it activates the sympathetic nervous system, releasing hormones like adrenaline and noradrenaline. These chemicals increase heart rate, improve blood flow to muscles, and heighten focus, putting the body in a state of maximum alert. This mechanism, known as the fight-or-flight response, is essential for making quick and effective decisions in critical moments. But the brain doesn't always panic. In many extreme scenarios, it also engages the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes calm and conserves energy. This balance is crucial when impulsive reactions could worsen the situation, such as during shipwrecks or mountain falls. The ability to toggle between alertness and calmness allows many people to stay composed even under intense pressure. A fascinating example comes from military pilots, who undergo rigorous training to remain calm during emergencies. These exercises teach the brain to focus on problems logically, suppressing immediate emotional responses. This skill, known as cognitive resilience, can be developed by anyone through practices like meditation and controlled breathing, which help regulate the nervous system during stressful moments. Another key factor is dopamine production in high-risk situations. While dopamine is often associated with pleasure, it also plays a critical role in boosting motivation and facilitating rapid decision-making. In survivors of extreme scenarios, such as climbers stranded on mountains or divers facing accidents, dopamine helps create a problem-solving mindset, even when the odds seem insurmountable. Beyond brain chemistry, experience and training are vital for staying calm. Firefighters, for example, are trained to follow strict protocols in dangerous situations. This training creates mental maps in the brain, enabling quick decision-making under pressure. This highlights that while biology is incredible, preparation and practice can significantly enhance the brain's ability to handle danger. However, the brain has its limits. Excessive stress can lead to a freeze response, where the mind becomes unable to react to danger. Even so, survival stories show that in many cases, the brain strikes a remarkable balance between calmness and action. When combined with physical resilience, like the heart's ability to withstand oxygen deprivation, the human body becomes an even more extraordinary survival machine. The heart's resilience in low oxygen conditions. The heart is an incredibly resilient organ, capable of continuing to function even under extreme oxygen deprivation. Under normal conditions, it pumps blood continuously to deliver oxygen and nutrients throughout the body. But when this supply is interrupted, such as during drowning or heart attacks, the heart activates a series of mechanisms to preserve its function. It reduces energy consumption and redirects blood flow to the most vital organs, like the brain and lungs. This resilience is made possible by anaerobic metabolism, a process that allows heart cells to generate energy without oxygen for a limited time. During this state, the heart relies on glucose and fat reserves to maintain its rhythm, albeit at a slower pace. It's as if the heart enters a power-saving mode, prioritizing survival until oxygen becomes available again. Real-life survival stories highlight the heart's incredible adaptability. One famous case involves a child who fell into a frozen lake and remained submerged for over 40 minutes. The cold temperature slowed the child's metabolism, allowing the heart to beat at an extremely reduced rate. This state of protective hypothermia minimized oxygen demand, significantly increasing the chances of recovery after rescue. Another example is survival at high altitudes, where oxygen levels are critically low. Mountaineers climbing peaks like Everest face extreme oxygen scarcity, but their hearts adapt by boosting the production of red blood cells. These cells carry more oxygen to the tissues, enabling the body to function in conditions that would be fatal for most people. While this adaptation can take weeks, it's essential for surviving in such harsh environments. Despite its remarkable resilience, the heart is not invincible. Prolonged oxygen deprivation can cause heart cells to die, leading to permanent damage or even cardiac arrest. However, medical advancements, such as controlled cooling therapies used in hospitals, have demonstrated how we can mimic the body's natural mechanisms to protect the heart and improve survival rates during emergencies. These examples reveal that the heart is more than just a blood pump. It's an organ designed to withstand and adapt to extreme conditions. But its survival also depends on other factors, like the mind and muscles. When the heart's strength is combined with mental resilience, we see extraordinary stories of survival that showcase the true power of the human body. Incredible survival stories. The power of the mind and body. The history of human survival is filled with incredible stories that highlight the power of the body and mind in extreme situations. One case that defies logic is that of Aron Ralston, the climber who became trapped by a boulder in a remote canyon. After 5 days without food or water, he made the drastic decision to amputate his own arm to free himself. Aron survived because his body activated all its energy-conserving mechanisms, and his mind maintained the determination to live despite the unimaginable challenge he faced. Another remarkable example is Joe Simpson, a climber who fell while descending a mountain in the Andes and broke his leg at an altitude of over 6,000 meters, nearly 20,000 feet. Despite the pain and isolation, he managed to crawl for 3 days to the base of the mountain. This incredible feat was only possible because his brain suppressed the intense pain and focused entirely on survival. Joe's mental strength allowed him to overcome a seemingly impossible challenge. Not all survival stories involve severe injuries. In 1972, the survivors of a plane crash in the Andes endured over 2 months in freezing temperatures with little food. They survived thanks to their body's ability to adapt to extreme starvation by slowing their metabolism to the bare minimum. Additionally, the group's cohesion and collective determination to seek help were crucial. This highlights how the human instinct for survival is often fueled by social support and teamwork. These stories are not only inspiring but also offer valuable insights into how the human body responds to extreme stress. Research shows that during life-threatening situations, the brain releases large amounts of endorphins, which not only reduce pain but also enhance focus and resilience. This explains why people can achieve extraordinary feats during emergencies, like lifting heavy objects to save others or traveling long distances to seek help. The body's adaptability is equally astonishing. During prolonged starvation, it begins to burn fat and muscle for energy while prioritizing the brain's function above all else. This ability to protect vital organs is what has allowed many people to survive weeks or even months in shipwrecks or isolated environments. It's a testament to how the human body is designed to withstand the extremes of survival. These incredible stories remind us that even in the harshest conditions, the human mind and body possess an almost limitless capacity for adaptation. They also underscore that survival relies not only on physical strength but also on emotional and psychological factors. So, how can instincts be so powerful that they enable humans to overcome unimaginable circumstances? This leads us to explore the crucial role of instinct in overcoming extreme challenges. The role of instinct in overcoming extreme situations. The human survival instinct is one of the most powerful forces we possess. Deeply rooted in our nervous system, it can activate in fractions of a second during moments of danger. When faced with extreme threats, the brain automatically switches to emergency mode, triggering the fight, flight, or freeze response. This basic instinct is a product of millions of years of evolution, designed to ensure our survival in critical moments. One striking example of instinct in action is a phenomenon of superhuman strength. There are accounts of people lifting cars to save children or performing feats that defy logic during emergencies. This happens because instinct floods the body with adrenaline, temporarily increasing muscle strength and suppressing pain perception. The body redirects all its resources to overcome the immediate obstacle, often surpassing its own limits. Beyond physical strength, instinct also guides decision-making in extreme scenarios. Studies show that the brain makes split-second decisions based on past experiences and learned patterns, even if we're not consciously aware of it. For instance, survivors of natural disasters often report acting on autopilot, finding shelter or identifying escape routes almost instinctively. This autopilot mode is the brain's way of conserving time and energy when every second counts. Interestingly, the survival instinct doesn't act in isolation. It also interacts with the social protection instinct. In many cases, people risk their own safety to save others, whether family members or even strangers. This behavior is rooted in our biology, which prioritizes group survival, increasing the collective chances of making it through. Such altruistic actions have been observed in tragedies like fires or shipwrecks, where individuals put others' safety ahead of their own. Instinct can also manifest in subtler ways, such as intuition. In extreme situations, many people report feeling what they should do, even without clear evidence. This sixth sense, while not magical, stems from the brain processing information rapidly and unconsciously. For example, a mountaineer might sense that snow is about to collapse because their brain recognized subtle signs of danger, even without logical analysis. The role of instinct in survival is a testament to how the body and mind work in perfect harmony to protect us. However, instinct has its limits and can falter in unfamiliar or unpredictable situations. That's why training the body and mind to handle the unexpected, through learning or practice, is so important. When instinct is combined with preparation, the human capacity to overcome the impossible becomes even more extraordinary. After exploring the incredible abilities of the human body in extreme situations, it's clear that we're stronger and more adaptable than we often realize. From the heart enduring oxygen deprivation to instinct guiding our decisions in critical moments, the body and mind work in perfect harmony to protect us. But what about you? Have you ever imagined yourself in an extreme survival situation? How do you think you would react? Share in the comments what impressed you the most, or tell us about an inspiring survival story you've heard. Your thoughts are invaluable. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to keep exploring fascinating content about the human body and mind. See you in the next video, where we'll dive even deeper into the limits of our existence. Until then,